Hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to the live stream for social togetherness, to promote social togetherness and to reduce social isolation during this time of social distancing. A lot of social going on, but we are definitely the social club. So come and hang out and join me while I drink coffee and talk to Terrence. And I don't have any cats today. Wow, that's odd. They must be out somewhere else. I do have birds right outside the window, so looking forward to hearing them tweetle tweet. Speaking of tweeting, I tweeted a bunch to get ready for this thing. So if I have any new viewers from Twitter, please don't hesitate to say hi. I look forward to meeting you all. And if anybody wants to just sit back and not talk and just be talked to, that's fine too. Everybody seems to have left when I turned the stream on. It's like they were waiting and then disappeared. So I guess I'm all alone. I should go and get my he's safe there. I'll give him a hug later. Terrence is, of course, Tams's lion. I don't think I have any plushies that are of a snuggleable size, really. I have a couple. I have a tiny lion, and I have a yay tall rarity pony. And other than that, they were all just with me when I was a kid, and have since moved on to better homes. Good afternoon, Megan. Welcome to the chat. I am so happy to see you. I think that we will be without Beth today, unfortunately. She'll probably watch this later. But she is starting a brand new job today. She got hired for, I don't remember the details, right before the quarantine hit. And then the job sort of, shut down. But she was delivered a work computer today and was going to be doing conference call training. So she'll probably be... she probably won't be here today. But of course she will be missed. Now, I know, Megan, you had some conference calls to do today. So thank you very much for making time in your busy schedule to join us here. Join me, because... as much as this stream is about helping other people feel not alone, it also really helps me to not feel alone. But apparently not to not yawn. It helps me to remember what day of the week it is, and to know that I've got something in the middle of the day that I absolutely have to do to keep me from falling into that slump of not wanting to do anything. However, today was pretty good. I didn't get up as early as I wanted to, because I stayed up rather later than I should have, but I did get up early enough to go for a walk with... Apparently I need to take a nap before the stream. I went for a walk with Molly and Tams, Molly the dog and Tams the human, and this morning, and it was nice and crisp out. It was very lovely. Then we came home and had some breakfast, and then we went out into the backyard, and I got the chainsaw out and chopped a bunch of branches off of trees so that I can now walk around the backyard without hitting my head on anything. It was a great deal of fun, and now we've got all sorts of piles of wood for whatever, kindling, craft projects. We're probably going to take some of the not trunk, not limbs, and turn them into gardening edging, because the whole point was that we're going to turn part of the backyard into a garden. We were going to do this last year, and then it was our first year here, and, things take a while to settle in the first year. But the second year, we definitely want to do some planting. We've already got bean shoots almost ready to be planted. The rest of the vegetables are sprouting in little egg cartons, so it'll be great once we get to the point where we can put them in the ground. I'll be very happy. In the meantime, we have a lot of clearing up to do there, and I wanted to do that in the morning because it'll be when I have energy and before my shower. So, like, I had to chop down limbs off trees, and I had, like, all sorts of stuff in my hair, including, like, maple keys that were... Does that mean that's a maple? Huh. That were left over from the winter. We had a fairly mild winter, so there was a lot of... Okay, apparently Megan can't hear me, but that's... I'm talking for me as much as for anyone else. So... Ooh, dear me. I really do need a nap in the middle of the day, apparently. I'm feeling a little high, actually, from lunch. I don't know if anybody else out there loves really spicy food, but I certainly do. And I got some of those super hot noodle bowls, but not for soup, but like noodles and sauce. And I made one of those, and I dumped, in the last minute of cooking, I dumped the rest of the beef stew that Tams made yesterday into the pot, so I made a soup out of it, and oh my god, was it just gloriously delicious. Because the beef stew was amazing, and the hot noodles are nicely flavored and also very hot, so that brought the heat intensity down a little bit and brought the flavor intensity up, and it looked like noodle chili. I don't know how to describe it exactly. It was a stew poured over a noodle dish. You can sort of imagine it. It was soupy, but not in the bad kind of way that you picture soupy being, maybe. Anyway, I was very happy with it, and I would be very happy to do something like that again. But tomorrow I'll likely go back to just eating ramen with vegetables and soup stock. I'm looking now, and I realize that I was going to do makeup today because it's Monday and it was sort of a thing, but I don't really feel like getting made up today, so I don't know. I'm feeling very me, I guess, very not... I don't want to put anything... I don't want to dress up. Bow tie's dressy enough. It's hard to express the difference between, like, I don't think makeup is just a thing that I do when I'm playing with gender. It's also a thing that makes my eyes just pop regardless. And playing with gender doesn't always mean putting on makeup. So it's not that. It's not that I'm like, I feel manly today, I don't want to wear makeup. It's more just that I'm comfortable the way I am just now and don't feel like getting gussied, I guess. I guess we all got a little gussied yesterday. It was Sunday Best. Hashtag Sunday Best on Twitter so to wear one's Sunday best. But today, I'm just back to the standard workaday clothes. However, coffee. Yesterday's stream was also extraordinarily active. There were more people than usual in stream, and today I'm I'm kind of by myself because Megan's here but has to be on her conference call. Beth's not here. It's a bit of a lonely day, I guess. Megan is a free elf. Well, hello and welcome, Megan. Thank you for joining us. You know that you don't have to. You're under no obligation to join me here. I just wanted to throw it out there that I'm here for people to talk to if they need to talk. I did throw that on Twitter too, and I even tagged some celebrities. Ooh, Feminist Gamer, you made it. Welcome. Thank you for joining me today. Well, it's good to see you. I was just talking about how yesterday the stream was very active. We had Luke, we had Brendan, who I haven't seen since I played Magic in London. And now today we've got Feminist Gamer. How should I address you? Should I use your name? Should I use FG? What would you like me to call you in the context of this stream? Work has been busy. You keep missing these? No worries. Again, people are under no obligation to join me here. I'm here and I want to be helpful. So if it's helpful for people to have somebody to talk to, then that's why I'm doing this. So Megan and FG. Sure, Mel is fine? Alright. Cool. I wanted to call you Mel because, you know. But I don't want to call people out if they're using handles. What do you call it? Call signs. I used to call them handles. I don't know what people... Gamer tags? I guess? I'm just Step everywhere, or the professional Step, because Step sometimes is taken. I used to be all sorts of things. We should talk about that. You've got tea and your chill music. Nice. I have the last of my Carlin Brothers coffee. Carlin Brothers coffee is made by the Super Carlin Brothers, the YouTubers. They opened a coffee company, and it's quite nice. It's the bag says fruit and chocolate undertones, and I keep getting this like gravy umami kind of flavor. I know thinking about coffee and gravy don't it doesn't sound right, but I can't think of the thing that it's reminding me other than like a gravy, a good saucy kind of flavor. It's saucy coffee. Anyway, it's very good. If you can afford a bag, I would highly suggest ordering a bag. They also make tea and hot chocolate and merch. This bag was gotten for me for Christmas, and it is all gone. I've been holding on to the last cup for a day that I knew I wanted it, and today was that day. I know, gravy coffee, it's not... It's an umami kind of flavor. It's like a rich... maltiness, but not malty. It's like all of those things that I like that you might call sweet, but isn't syrup or sugar sweet. It's, I guess that's what they mean by the chocolatey tone, but it doesn't taste chocolatey like other things I've tried that are chocolatey. It tastes much more just full-bodied, I guess. Anyway, good coffee, if you like coffee. So, you say work's been busy. What have you been up to? Mel. And Megan, I know you were on the phone. You were on a conference call. We were talking last night, and your world has been turned upside down because all of the conferences are canceled, right? Like, people aren't going anywhere. Even Toronto Pride was canceled, which stings, but also I think everyone involved is like, yeah, fair. It sucks, but it's for, you know what it is? It feels like something like Pride getting canceled in this way feels more inclusive than not. It's just like, you're one of the events now. You're like, you're on the event schedule, so of course you have to cancel. I don't know if I'm saying this right, but it feels the opposite of targeted. I don't know. I'm all over the place today. I'm having a necessary suckage. Yeah. And we can try to reduce world suck as much as we can by being together. Together in this way. You do research at the hospital. You're working on a lot of publications right now because we can't be there. We also all live in a constant knowledge that we might get assigned elsewhere. Yeah. I have a military friend who I will probably be wearing a bow tie in solidarity of her tomorrow. She has just been called to base to basically be shipped out she knows not where. She was told to present herself at on base for orders. She has to get her kit packed and get there. That was last night, and then didn't know where she was possibly going to be. Like, she could have been then sent home to London, or she could have been sent to, like, Yellowknife. Who knows? She certainly didn't. So I was thinking about her today because that's kind of a scary thing. She was a reservist, I think. I'm not good with military terms because I don't like military anything, but mobilizing a body of workers to help with small communities who don't have the infrastructure that big cities have is, I think, a very good use of that body that exists, the military. I think. I'm all over the place because I'm not sure where I am today, and I'm still a little noodle high from, like, chili pepper. Right, I was gonna say about why. I don't know if anybody else likes really, really spicy food, but one of the reasons I like really, really spicy food is that if you eat enough capsaicin to get your adrenaline up, to get your endorphins kicking, then you end up feeling like high, a natural high, and that's kind of where I am right now. It's an endorphin high. So, that's fun. Definitely scary, but important. Yes. Important that as many people as possible are being looked out for in the world today. Oh, wow, that went quickly, actually. It's not... Oh, did I start early? I'm looking at the wrong thing. Okay, no, we're nowhere near. Yeah, we've got like 10 minutes. Sorry, I started YouTube's new interface thing, Stream Studio, and I started my streaming program like 10 minutes earlier than the stream actually started, so the clock counter is way off. Anyway, played any good games lately? Mostly just Kingdom New Lands, which actually I will put up on screen here because it's basically always running in the background when I'm on the computer. It is, you may have been here before when I was talking about it. It is just delightfully soothing most of the time. It's an empire builder where you, not really an empire builder, you have your person thing who is a monarch, in this case a queen, and I'm trying to build a kingdom to ward off the enemies so that we can eventually set sail to the next land. Yeah. So, mostly just this one. I've been playing some Magic the Gathering. I've been helping Megan learn Magic the Gathering, and I'm probably going to do another Magic live stream sometime soon, probably Friday, because there's going to be FNM, Friday Night Magic, going, so that should be fun. But other than that, I've been living mostly in the real world. We just did a bunch of garden prep this morning. I'm going to be spending the afternoon both writing, like researching writing, and watching online education videos. So I have a cognitive behavioral therapy course to finish up. I have I want to watch some crash courses on YouTube and take some notes. I think I talked about Crash Course on a stream. Helping Megan learn is a wonderful way of saying sort of playing Magic whilst wondering what the heck Megan is doing. Hey, at least you're doing stuff. You're not just sitting back. You're engaging with the game. It's you just need to think more about why you're doing what you're doing before you do it. It's a learning curve. I think you're doing fine, for the record. So yeah, making the world more food secure from my end, hopefully by growing a garden, improving myself with online education, and entertaining other people and helping with the mental health of people who are lonely is basically my focus right now, because there are a lot of us out there who are feeling kind of lonely. Even if we sometimes have people all around us. How are you and your flatmate, Mel? How are you doing? You've been busy, but are things harmonious? Sometimes being stuck living with someone can be stressful and aggravating, even if you love them. And same question to Megan. I know something about how Megan is doing with the stresses of living with people, and I think she's doing quite well, but that's just me. I don't know, man. This whole living in the same space as other people is a blessing and a curse. We're okay. Stu is having a great time. He's working non-stop on game design, and I do a lot of work from home anyway, so we're used to it. Yeah, if it's not a real big change to your what you do anyway, then that can be helpful. It's giving us sort of a license to do the things that we want to do, because we can't do the things that would normally have been taking up so much of our time. But in this scary world, it's entirely okay to not have the energy if there's anxiety pressing down here. just have more anxiety attacks. Absolutely. I've heard that you're not the only one. I so far had one, and I worked through it on my own because I didn't realize until after the fact that that's what it was. And that was early on. So I know that can be tough. I am here. You know where to find me. If you are able to reach out, please do so. I know sometimes when you are in the middle of anxiety, you can't, because that's often what happens with me. When I have an anxiety attack, it generally means I close myself off from everything. So it's hard to reach out in that way. But we're all different. It's just draining. You forget how tiring they are afterward. Boy, yeah, it's so true. It can be exhausting. And then you feel wrecked for sometimes the next day and a half. So take care of yourself, please. What do you do in the aftermath? Do you have ways of taking care of yourself? Because that might be helpful to everyone to know. I have all the time. There we are. Now I can see everything. Thank you. Speaking of tiring, one thing that I think is probably anxiety based that I keep doing is staying up till 1:30 to 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. And it's it for no good reason. I just can't seem to go to bed. It's not insomnia, because I know if I went and sat or laid down, I would fall asleep. It's that I can't get up the drive to go to bed, you know? It's weird, but that's an aspect of my stress in my life, how I'm dealing with it or not dealing with it. Stu's been talking you down by making lists of things. Who was on that call? What is their role? Where in their office? Where's their office from the front door? That's good. Procedural things. Easy questions for you to answer that gets your mind focused on something. I have told somebody to look around for things that are blue, because blue is a calming color, and tell me 5 things in the room that are blue. That can be an interesting visual search. That helps you get out of it. Then I cry a lot. Then I get a snuggle pile and watch Drawfee videos. I love Drawfee. I just discovered them actually like last month, and they're a lot of fun. Drawfee, they do like, they're artists and they do drawing challenges, like draw this superhero just based on their name, you know, and they're like weird 80s superheroes, you know, things like that. They're just so much fun. Yeah, man, I know at least one person who is all alone and prone to anxiety attacks and doesn't have somebody to snuggle with, and they really need touch, which is It's so hard because I know there are people out there right now who would hire me in an instant, professional cuddler here. But I can't make appointments because social distancing. There's no way I'm going to people's homes to physically interact with them right now. So this is the best I can do, is be here. And at least hope that I can help with the social aspect, if not the physical. But that's also why I suggest having a pillow or a plushie to snuggle. This one's for you guys. Mel, big ol' hug. Megan, big old hug. Anybody else who's watching this later, hug your pillow. They can be a receptacle for love. And then they can give it back to you later when you need it. Okay. Well, I think that's going to be where we're at today. Thank you for joining me. I will be back tomorrow at 2 p.m. and I'm going to say 6 or 7 o'clock. I'll tweet tomorrow and put it on Facebook and talk about it on the 2 p.m. stream. But we're going to do an evening stream tomorrow, an after hours, if you will, where we talk about grown-up topics and maybe read some poetry or something. That'll be tomorrow, Tuesday, at 6 or 7 or 8. I haven't figured it out yet. But I'll be back at 2 p.m. tomorrow. So if y'all can come out for it, feel free. I will be here. I am always available on text or email or on Twitter. I'm at TheProStep on Twitter. I'm theprofessionalstep@gmail.com. So please don't hesitate to reach out. Thank you, and be well and safe.